In the last video, I gave my thoughts on the new river path in Haringey. But perhaps we've all had enough of pretentious inner monologues. So on the 20th of February, with the weather now approaching 1-layer temperatures, I headed back to the path to ask people why they were there and what they thought of the condition of this muddy stretch of land.
I was actually looking at the condition of the new river and the water, how clean it was, how polluted. I'm actually also rehoming cats. And one of the families who wanted to rehome one of our cats lives adjacent to this river, and it's not safe for cats, I think. Yeah, when you're along this path, it is either you go forward through the mud or you go back. So I'm not sure what's the better thing to do, so I just went on.
Well, we're doing Capital Ring. You know this is part of the Capital Ring?
Yeah. So
and we've been doing that since about September or something?
Yeah, or October maybe we started,
Yeah.
I can't remember, but yeah, we've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
So we had a break over Christmas because it was so cold and the lockdown and whatever, and then we've just decided it's warmed up a bit, so we're going to finish it now. So this is section 12.
Section 12, yeah.
It's less busy though, isn't it? Because we were just in whatever that park is across the road.
Parklands, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, is it? Oh, it was Finsbury Park. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention, but yeah, that was very busy, and it's nice that it's quiet. It's nice to be in the middle of London and it be so quiet, really.
We live locally and we're doing the Capital Ring walk, and this is the official route. And although it is muddy, it is like a little sort of oasis of nature in the middle of, Finsbury Park. So it's quite nice, and the weather helps.
We've lived in the area for so long, and I've never walked down this park before, and I've swum in the reservoir, and we've climbed at the castle, and I've never been down here, so that was the other reason for actually coming down here.
I didn't want to, but he loves this path, I think, for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, we know it quite well. We come down quite a bit, and we've got proper decent shoes on. But I like it. It's quite a nice, quiet little shortcut. It's always quite tranquil and peaceful, and that side looks obviously a lot nicer. The green is the side that. What were you saying just a second ago? The grass is greener on that side.
Yeah, excellent example for that saying.
Nice bit of countryside. It cuts between the two parks, the reservoirs and Clissold Park.
We've just had a little boy, and we meet up with a couple of other dads in the week, and they come down here, walk along the river, and then go into the reservoir and walk around the reservoir and then back into Finsbury Park. But I didn't do it this week, so we came down to check it out today.
Because of lockdown, I've kind of been on mat leave and going for walks every day, because that's literally all you can do. We've kind of done all the walks around Crouch End, so trying to discover new paths that would be maybe a bit less trodden, but I mean, this is a bit of a surprise. It's kind of super muddy.
When there's a pinch point about 50 metres down, that's really wet as well. And I thought, maybe we should go back, especially because we're carrying the little one. I thought it might be a bit precarious if we keep going. But it seems to be getting, well, not better, but it's kind of more of the same.
It's a day when you wake up at 7:30 and you spend 4 hours trying to get yourself awake, and then you decide, I'm just going to go out and just wander and listen to music and just not think where the hell I'm heading. Places like this, where people don't find them necessarily very attractive, are actually quite good because they offer you something that London usually doesn't. It's not a polished experience, and that's, I think, the beauty of it.
I don't think we were expecting this level of mud in this particular bit, but now we're here. It just adds to the experience.
Yeah. I think it's nice to have non-developed areas within London.
Yeah,
I think
if this was paved, maybe
side
other canals or whatever, down in London Fields where it's paved,
it'd be really busy.
It gets much more practice, biking and walking and running. And this is probably nice for a walk because it's actually pretty quiet, and maybe the mud makes it quieter.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
I think it's just less well known, isn't
it? I put walking shoes on today. So
he knew it was going to be like this. I was not convinced.
Well, no, I didn't think it was going to be this muddy, but I thought I'd get use out of my walking shoes that I'd never use.
I guess when the other option is just sitting at home doing nothing, it's kind of a bit of adventure for a Saturday afternoon in London.
I have been here before, but I have never ever seen it like this before. So that's good in some ways, because that's a new experience. Because I've been around these streets for a long, long time now, folks.
She's been working these streets for a long time.
And I have to say this is a first. When I saw it, I thought, oh, but then I thought, no, this is fun. This is good. We know where we're going. We've got a goal. We're going to go there, and however we get there, and it's all the journey is everything, isn't it?
Since lockdown began, I've always been interested, but when lockdown began and you couldn't go anywhere, I spent a lot of time on Google Maps charting all the places we could go to, and you could walk within reasonable distance. And as the lockdown extended, we sort of went further and further afield, but the New River was kind of, one of many rivers that you can actually walk along, and it's fantastic. But then there's so much around here. We live in an urban environment that you don't have to go terribly far to find a little area, just a little copse or a wood or a kind of gap in the pavement or in the street, and you find these little places that certainly in lockdown we'd been. Simon's fed up with me because I see a little gap in the wall. I go, I'm going in. You just never know. Yeah, you never know what you might find. Yes. Sorry, I've dominated that one.
That's all right. Now I'm happy for you to do it because you're obsessed.
So, most people were there because they wanted a bit of peace, and hardly anyone complained about the mud. Maybe these people's accounts are good examples of why cities should provide more bare land, as an escape, a place for those who want a sense of adventure, an unpolished experience. Or will this path one day succumb to management, much like its sister path leading to the reservoirs, giving people one less reason to don their walking boots in the city?